Hey everyone, time for another Beatles update. This one's not going to have any Beatles stuff in it though. A Beatles update without Beatles group stuff. It's going to be a solo showing here. It's going to be stuff by John, Paul, George, and Ringo Solo. So if you just want Beatles, time to check out. First thing I'm going to show here is The Family Way, and this is not the Record Store Day issue. This is like amazing timing because this just came out for Record Store Day, and a nice copy of it, but I don't really like reissues. I want to have the originals whenever possible. So I said I'll just stick around and wait and see when I get the original UK version of the soundtrack, Paul McCartney. And it came in a record collection that my used record store got. And it didn't take long at all after Record Store Day, which is amazing in a way, timing. Only thing is, it's not perfect. The cover is not that perfect, but and you can see it looks like it was cat chewed, the spine. But sounds like sometimes people try to rationalize, and that's not really what I'm doing when I say, an album like this, it didn't cost me much at all. I don't really want to pay a lot for this record, so whatever it takes to get it really cheap is fine with me. I mean, this will do. I have the American version, and now I have the UK version of the soundtrack. So, I mean, the fact that it was chewed up on the side saved me a lot of money. We got the Decca label there, blue label, and I just, I love the timing of this. It's kind of just amazing how stuff like that works out sometimes. And this is also pretty funny in a way. I've been wanting to get hold of a Paul McCartney bootleg album called Cold Cuts, which basically has a lot of his B-sides and rarer single tracks. Well, this popped up one day at my record store, which is not really the Cold Cuts album, I don't think, per se, but this is an interesting collection. And this is you can see a picture of Paul up there as a kid. It's a 2-record set, and as many of these as you may be able to read here, you can read a lot of stray tracks, like I said, B-sides, 12-inch singles at the time, things that are hard to get, or were hard to get altogether. I don't really know what the title of this actually is. It's funny, it's not Cold Cuts, but it might just as well be. It said there's liner notes and close. Yeah, got some kind of liner notes in here. It's called Odd Socks. That's got to be one of the best pictures of Linda I've ever seen in my life. And it tells you all the tracks here, so it's nice to have this insert in there with it. But the funny thing is, not long after this turned up, there's the old saying, it's either feast or famine. Not too long after this turned up, this one turned up. This is kind of what I was looking for. Cold Cuts, Paul McCartney. But this is a single album. In a lot of ways, the one I just showed is better because it's a double album. It's got more songs on it. I had this album in my original collection, the one I sold off many years ago now, and I got it back. It's always nice to get stuff back again. I feel like I'm doing a good job of that. And in addition to getting stuff that I've gotten back, again, that I used to have, I'm getting new stuff, fresh stuff for the first time. Okay, that's Paul. I don't think I have any other Paul stuff in this batch here, but I do have John. This is, I guess, fairly common, no? I mean, the Imagine John Lennon soundtrack, the 1988 autobiography sort of film, biography film. Oh, man, making these videos, you don't want to use the wrong words, you don't want to trip up on yourself here, but whatever it is, it's a double record set. I've never really had this before. Now I do. Nice pictures on the inside. I believe it's a Purple Capitol release. The nice inner sleeve designs here. Got John Lennon drawing on the inner sleeve. And I believe it's a Purple Capitol label. Yeah. Alright, so that's a 2-record set. And it's one of those albums that it came from the same collection, Beatles Collector. Something that I needed for a while, it just didn't pop up, but not that common, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's not. Okay, here's something from George, just to include him in this. Nothing really different, just it's a UK version of his Dark Horse album. I mean, the cover is identical. The only different thing, you sometimes see a different code up there when you're talking UK or Germany. At least I think it's UK. And got the gatefold. Back cover, always liked that picture of George. Got Olivia on one side and you got George on the other side. And I stand corrected, this is a German import, it's not a UK. Thought it was a UK import, but I guess I should have known it was Germany. A lot of times when you see those code numbers up there like that in a box, the one I showed it kind of like at the beginning there, it usually means German. And it does have, I just noticed the insert, there's another insert sheet here. It's got the lyrics on it. So, that does it for George. Here's an album I was happy to find. There's this record store that I don't go to very often, and the reason I don't go there, they get a lot of garbage there. I mean, all the best albums they have go online for auction, and you can't really find anything good in the used bins. So I very rarely go there, maybe 2-3 times a year, if that. But I was there one day, and I found something I'd been looking for a while. It's Ringo Starr, Goodnight Vienna, but I've wanted this album. I try to get all the albums in shrink wrap, and this one was eluding me for a while. I could never find this in the shrink. I also got Corvette's price sticker, which I like. Reminds me of the old days shopping at the Corvette store, for anybody who remembers that. But the thing is, I had actually sent a PM to DJ Thunder 70 Dave, and he showed a copy of Ringo's Goodnight Vienna album that he got that was sealed. This is not sealed, it's open on the side. But I sent him a private message months ago, I think, and asked him if he wanted to do a trade. I had a lot of Joan Jett stuff I thought he might be interested in, doubles and stuff with cellophane on it and stuff, just to get the sealed copy of this. But I think this will do now, Dave, if you're watching. I'm happy with this. It doesn't have to be sealed. I just like to have it in shrink. So, sorry you didn't see the PM. Got 2 items left. The first one here is a 45 from Japan of John Lennon. It's got, wow, it's so hard to see sometimes. Stand By Me and Move Over Mizelle. And I really like the picture sleeve there. Of pictures of John there. There's a little story about this too. I don't order online very often. I remember I ordered this record online. Somebody had a photo of it and they were auctioning it off, or it wasn't that expensive really. So I bought it. When I got it, this picture wasn't included. It was just the record itself like this, and I was kind of annoyed about it. And I kind of left him a comment, and we talked. And he said, well, I didn't advertise that in the sale that it had the picture cover. You should have read it more closely. I think it was bad advertising because the actual image that he had next to his item was this. So I figured I'm going to get the picture sleeve. But anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's all a moot point. Because I got a hold of this. I'll do this later. The last item I want to show is another picture sleeve. It came out in 1982. It's in great shape, this one. John Lennon, Happy Xmas, as he calls it. War is Over. And Beautiful Boy was on the B-side. This was to go with the John Lennon collection album. There's an ad for it on the back, actually. When do you see that? Like a John Lennon, an ad for an album on the back, and a cassette tape, too, down there on the bottom. So anyway, it's early in the morning. I apologize if I sound like I'm just really waking up. I actually woke up 2 hours ago, you know, but had to go through the rigmarole of getting ready to make a video, so I'm kind of tired there. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go right ahead and make a second video that I'm gonna upload. That's gonna be vinyl finds of all kinds, and I think that one's really interesting. I got a lot of interesting stuff in there, including something I'm rather embarrassed to buy. But maybe that'll wet your whistles to go see it. All right, thanks for watching this one. Hope I'll see you on the other video.